Preparation of the next generation of news media professionals took place in Crosby Hall on the campus of North Carolina A&T State University. Students from various institutions came to one place to gain newsroom experience before heading out into the real world.
You have some people who are, way up here and they've got their act together, they know what they want to do, and they just need some polishing. And then there are people who are down here who they have spent 4 years in college and that's all they did and they are looking forward to getting out. And then you have people in the middle where, they can be swayed either way, and a little push or nod either way would help them to make that decision if, I want to go out and be a reporter and get into the news business, or you know what, this isn't for me, it's time for me to figure out something else to do with my life.
In order to get the participants ready for the next stage in their careers, the NABJ mentors create an intense atmosphere somewhat similar to the newsrooms they work in.
We want the students to know that this is real, and and this is not for play, and this is a competitive business.
Although the mentors try extremely hard to simulate the intensity of the newsroom, they have not completely captured the intensity.
As intense as we try to make it here, we certainly have not been able to totally mimic what it is like in the real world. We try really hard to.
If these students think this is intense, they haven't seen anything yet.
Even though the intense atmosphere is important, the main goal is to create a learning environment.
As much as we are intense, then the program is an intense program. We also want it to be fun. We also want it to be memorable. We want it to be a teaching and coaching and learning experience. So, so there is a time and place for everything.
One of the main objectives of the short course is to make sure students evaluate themselves and where they may stand once they enter a real newsroom.
It's our goal to make sure they really look at themselves and decide, do I really have the chops for this? Do I really have the passion for this? Because you can't be in this business and not love it.
Anzia Williams, Vice President of News at NBC 10 Philadelphia, expected students to take advantage of networking opportunities.
It gives them an opportunity to meet and work with with professionals who are doing what they're trying to do and what they want to do.
Some of the mentors of this short course were also NABJ Multimedia short course graduates. 2012 short course graduate Adrian Ezel came back to share what he learned when he participated in the short course and the new knowledge he has gained from working in the multimedia field.
When you actually get in a newsroom, you realize everybody's job is connected to everybody else's job. If one person doesn't do their job, it slows down everybody.
Williams also participated in the short course when he was an undergrad, and is amazed with the progression the short course has made since then.
Now when I come back and I just see the amount of technology, the upgrade to this building, the fact that there's students that are engaged and walking around with this equipment that is very similar to the equipment that I'm using on the job that we're buying for the professionals, it tells me that the students of North Carolina A&T today are coming out on par with students from other universities and campuses in the country.
Aside from going out in the field, the mentors also take time to inform students about the politics that take place in the newsroom and how individuals have to be passionate about the field in order to succeed.
You have to love it so much that you can get past the beginning stages of your career path.
Networking is also another key component of the NABJ Multimedia short course.
No matter what your major is, your job is, what you're doing, networking is always important. You never know where that next lead for a story, a job, just even something to do on a Friday night. You never know who that might be that person to do something for you. So networking is always vital and important.
According to Willis, the short course is beneficial for both the mentors and participants.
It's kind of self-serving in some ways, because all of the people who are in there trying to get jobs as reporters will be reporters one day. And a person in public relations, I'm going to need a reporter to cover my organization.
At the conclusion of the short course, the students watched the newscast they created, shared final thoughts, took more instruction from the mentors, and shared how they had grown individually from participating in the short course. Students were given certificates of completion, and students who shined on certain tasks throughout the course were given specialized awards. The mentors were also rewarded for dedicating their time to educate the future generation of media professionals. The most significant award given was the Ted Holtzclaw Award of Excellence.
In his honor, his family generously agreed to provide an award for a student who exemplifies qualities in this picture.
This award was given to a student who demonstrates strong journalistic skills, news savviness, leadership, and knowledge of the industry. The recipient of the award was Natalie Johnson of Florida A&M University. Overall, the mentors hope the students took some great takeaways from the short course. Willis hopes students have truly figured out the path they want to take in the multimedia field.
I want them to know that, hey, if news isn't what you want to do, television news is, you know, whether you knew that before you got here or you figure that out here, know that it's not the end of the world. You know, there are transferable skills that you have that can land you a job in a communications field, and you can still be very successful in life.
Knowing their strengths and weaknesses is what Williams hopes students gain from the short course experience.
The biggest lesson out of the short course is, is having a sense for what you know and what you don't know, to be able to gauge where you are as it relates to your peers, whether or not you are ready to, to handle something. Are you doing all you can do, while you're in school?
The 2014 NABJ short course graduates bonded throughout the experience and are now ready to take on their following endeavors.